Today we are discussing the 2004 movie classic 13 Going on 30, starring Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo. This movie has become a timeless classic and has inspired many people on social media with tributes in the form of Michael Jackson thriller dances, Halloween costumes, 30 flirty and thriving themed birthday parties, and of course, makeup tutorials. The cast: Jennifer Garner, 31, known for the TV show Alias. Mark Ruffalo was 36 at the time of filming and was known from Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind with Jim Carrey. Judy Greer, 28 at the time, as was known for starring opposite Jennifer Lopez in The Wedding Planner. English actor Andy Serkis was 40 at the time and was known for his role in Lord of the Rings trilogies. The story: the film follows Jenna Rink, who after feeling embarrassed at a party, makes a wish that magically turns her into her 30-year-old self, played by Jennifer Garner. In a playful reference to the movie's title, Jenna becomes a 30-year-old precisely 13 minutes into the film. The scene where she gazes at her adult reflection was influenced by the 1988 movie Big, which shares a similar concept. Jenna's first night out on the town featured a large blue butterfly pendant, a lucite-studded bracelet, rhinestone cocktail rings, and a hot pink baguette bag. The dress was a Versace piece ordered from Italy as they couldn't find it in stores. Jennifer Garner had never tried it on beforehand, but it turned out to be perfect. When Jenna turns 30, she dons the perfect outfit for a dramatic identity crisis involving a naked hockey player in her apartment. Her ensemble includes a pink slip with brown floral embroidery, a brown polka dot coat with a notched collar and chunky open-toe silver sandals, and the highlight of her accessories, a silver sequin Fendi baguette bag famously featured in Sex and the City and recently revived by Fendi for nostalgia. The dance. Mark Ruffalo's character Matt is reluctant to join the dance scene featuring Michael Jackson's thriller moves, and Ruffalo himself was even more hesitant. In an interview with Movies.com, he admitted that he nearly backed out of the film because he was so uncomfortable with the dance scenes. Despite extensive rehearsal with a dance coach, Ruffalo struggled with the idea of performing in front of 300 extras, and Jennifer Garner had to practically drag him onto the dance floor for the memorable scene. The on-screen frenemies developed a strong real-life friendship. In a documentary, they shared they pretended to be spies to pass the time, with Judy being the mastermind behind the antics and Jennifer enthusiastically joining in, possibly referencing her Alias background. The good news is that they are still close friends today. In a 2018 interview with The Social, Greer expressed her admiration for Garner, saying, "She's such a special person and truly deserves all her success." Greer also shared with Insider's Olivia Singh in April that it was difficult to be unkind to Garner during their scenes, often apologizing after cuts, and even during takes. Following her 2002 Golden Globe win for Alias, Jennifer received the offer. She noted in a documentary it was the first time she had been offered a role without auditioning. Her Alias co-stars encouraged her to accept the role, pointing out her resemblance to the character Jenna. Other stars were considered Gwyneth Paltrow, Hilary Swank, and Renee Zellweger. In the Six Chicks clique, the group that bullies Jenna at the start of the movie, you might recognize some faces. Ashley Benson later gained fame on Pretty Little Liars, and Brie Larson won an Oscar for Best Actress in 2016 for Room. Jenna's crush didn't turn out the way she thought he would.
So what are you doing? Are you married? Because if you're single, I definitely want a number.
Chris Brandy was played by famous comedian Jim Gaffigan. Judy, with her extensive comedy background, was a master at improv. When castmates needed to improvise lines, they often turned to her to ensure their lines were funny. Jennifer mentioned in a documentary that Judy had a knack for making already funny lines funnier. Gary noted that it was challenging to pick from Greer's improvisations because she delivered a new, equally hilarious line in every take. In a documentary, Andy, known for his roles in serious films like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, shared that Gary was frustrated with his exaggerated portrayal of Richard, Poise's editor-in-chief. Andy recalled thinking he was already underplaying the role, while Gary kept urging him to tone it down further. Andy joked that if he toned it down anymore, he would be lying down. Jennifer, who was a fan of Mark's work even before they met, revealed in the documentary Making of a Teen Dream that he was at the top of her list of actors she'd love to work with. They had known each other before filming. As filming progressed, they became close friends, but drifted apart as Ben Affleck didn't like their close friendship. Luckily, their friendship rekindled when they teamed up to film 2022's The Adam Project. Ruffalo shrugged and pleaded the fifth, adding that it was sad he hadn't stayed close with the Alias star in the 10 years since the film was released. "We had a great time together, and I think we would, but then Ben came on the scene, and that was the end of that," Ruffalo said, smiling. Shopping fever. Costume designer Susie DeSanto revealed that director Gary Winnick chose the bag drawing on his background from the Upper West Side of New York and his fashion-savvy mother. Additionally, DeSanto connected with someone from Fendi who offered a selection of their bags for the film. As a result, the scene where Jenna explores her closet as a 30-year-old features numerous authentic Fendi handbags.
It's not just a bag, it's a product.
What would a bona fide hit movie be without a killer soundtrack of that era? #1 hit songs included were Madonna's Crazy for You, Whitney Houston's I Wanna Dance with Somebody, Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby, and Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar, just to name a few. In her Thank You Next music video, the singer included references to the movie such as the house Maddie builds for Jenna, the wedding scene, and the magical sparkle dust that transforms Jenna into an adult. Ariana shared on Instagram that she used to fall asleep to the movie every night as a child and still does, sometimes especially when she's feeling sad. Ariana Grande wore the famed dress, an almost identical copy on an episode of The Voice. Although Jenna and Maddie were always meant to end up together, Gary initially planned for the movie to conclude with just their wedding. However, producers insisted on extending the ending to include scenes of their life together, such as moving into a house that resembles the film's famous dollhouse. Jennifer described how they filmed all around New York from parks to under the Brooklyn Bridge. She noticed both tourists and locals checking out the set. Director Gary Winnick noted that paparazzi were omnipresent during filming, often obstructing the crew's work. He mentioned that they constantly photographed Jennifer and even attempted to capture a kissing scene between Jennifer and Mark. To prevent spoilers, crew members had to quickly shield the actors with cardboard. The actress who portrayed teenage Jenna had limited acting experience, but Gary noted that her natural awkwardness was ideal for the role. Jennifer thought Krista reminded her of herself at that age and mentioned in a documentary, "She has that tall, long-armed look just like I did at her age. I had more of myself than I knew how to handle." In 2009, Jennifer was cast to play a younger version of herself in Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. On The Kelly Clarkson Show, Jennifer mentioned, "I needed a young me again," and knew exactly who to cast.
Transition from being best friends to maybe being boyfriend-girlfriend.
This dance is so lame.
Totally.
Initially, the young actor seemed too cool for the role, so he received some direction of how to be more nerd-like and had to wear extra padding to match Maddie's look. Judy's own mother was amazed at how closely the actress, Alexandra Kyle, looked like her. She said, "It's like seeing my daughter again." However, Judy didn't see the resemblance and joked, "I looked like a little boy and she's gorgeous." Earlier in the film, young Jenna reads a Poise magazine story titled 30, Flirty and Thriving, which seems to inspire her transformation into a 30-year-old. The story features a woman seated in a yellow chair in front of a modular sofa. In Jenna's adult apartment, you can spot the same yellow chair and a similar sofa with matching throw pillows. Additionally, both the magazine photo and Jenna's living room feature a bowl of lemons on the coffee table. Marvel connection. Jennifer Garner as Elektra in the 2003 movie Daredevil. Judy Greer in Ant-Man Parts 1, 2, and the voice for War Pig in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Mark Ruffalo in the Avengers movies as the Hulk. Brie Larson as Captain Marvel from 2019. Andy Serkis in Marvel's Black Panther and Marvel's The Avengers movies. Although Jennifer Garner and Jennifer Lopez have never worked together on a film, this photo from the movie and the fact they both married the same man is quite ironic. In 2019, Entertainment Weekly found that if the editor wanted to buy her lavish penthouse, it would have cost her $5 million. Entertainment Weekly also reported that renting the West Village duplex, where Mark's character lives, would have cost $5,000 per month. Directed by Gary Winnick, the comedy premiered in theaters on April 23, 2004, and has grossed $96 million, globally equivalent to $159 million today. If you like movie facts and drama on your favorite romantic comedies and chick flicks, consider subscribing as there is more content to come. Thanks for watching.